11 individual children, young people and their families supported. 12,801 sessions held and 10,046 service users attending one of 134 individual positive activities. The high quality of the support provided to those individuals has been made possible by the staff team contributing their passion, expertise and skills to support those young people that need our support at sometimes critical points in their lives. And it was great to achieve the London Youth Silver Quality Mark accreditation, which wasn't straightforward. It was great to achieve that this year as a result of all of that good work by the staff. And without that support from the staff, so much of the amazing potential that all of the children and young people that we deal with at Jigsaw4u could be wasted. And this year it's been really great after the 25 years to have met the number of people that have been supported through some really tough times in the last 25 years and see what amazing things they've gone on to achieve. And it's also great that this year we're looking to expand into neighbouring boroughs so that this support can reach more people that need the services we provide. This year we've had over 100 volunteers contribute so much to the services provided. It consistently astounds me how much volunteers contribute, and with all the doom and gloom in the world, I regularly use the passion and dedication of both the staff team and the volunteers as evidence of how much extraordinary good and positive stuff is going on in the world. Hello. I'll just finish off and then we'll be with you if that's all right. And I'd also obviously like to thank the trustees for their work this year. It hasn't been an entirely straightforward year, given everything that's been going on in the world, and the quality of input and overall contribution has been critical to the continued evolution of the organisation. James will go through the financials in a second. But I would like to mention the much needed financial and practical support received from individuals, local businesses and community groups and funders throughout the year. Without that support, and I can see a lot of people here who are part of that support, without that support we simply wouldn't be here for the last 25 years. It's really critical to Jigsaw4u survival. And given the financial challenges for all organisations such as ours, it's great to be in the financial position we are in, but we don't underestimate the challenges that will be coming over the next few years. The needs of our children and young people are continuing to evolve, and the services provided by Jigsaw4u are in more demand than ever. It's a privilege for Jigsaw4u to be in a position to provide that support to these extraordinary young people, and we hope to be doing so for years to come.
Good evening, everyone. Come on!
Hello.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
It's a pleasure inviting me this afternoon, and I'm so happy to be here. But not only that, I'd like to introduce my deputy, which is Councillor Agatha. She was the mayor before, and of course that's why I chose her. The reason being, she's here to help me out when I slip up. And I hope I'm not going to tonight. Okay, Jigsaw4u. As you know, we're all children. We start from somewhere, and we have to give back, not only in coin or things, but in the knowledge that we have. And that's what we are doing, isn't it? Okay. So, tonight, this evening, it is an opportunity for us to all share the knowledge and experience we have, and also remember that everything that we do, it's not only for us in the UK, it's for people, young people around the world. Because if you share one penny today, that penny travels to Jamaica where it comes from. Isn't that right? Because that's what we do, we share. And without ado, I'm going to ask my deputy, is it okay? Would she like to say something too?
Thank you. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
I'm one of those as well that likes a loud noise. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
As the Mayor said, it's a pleasure to come here to speak to all of you members of the Jigsaw4u. I think you do wonderful things, great things, supporting families, children and older people and parents as well. You have a tough job. I mean, when I was mayor, I did sort of fundraise for a bit of money for you, and I thought I would become a supporter, but things took me to another direction. You have to have the time and the dedication to be able to do what you want to do. I think it's just marvellous. And due to COVID, there's been a lot more work for you all to do. You know, people have lost loved ones, people are suffering all sorts of mental health issues. I should say we all suffer from mental health issues of various kinds, but it's been so obvious in the last couple of years. So I salute all of you for being able to support each other. Family, workers, committee need a lot of, I need to big you up all because it's difficult trying to juggle things and keep things going. So for my mayor and myself, I said thank you for inviting us, and I think you're all wonderful. I can't say more than that.
Thank you. And I just want to say another thing. I chose 2 charities. And the 2 charities are charities that are really think about something greater than my heart, to be honest with you. I mean, somebody may say something, but because when we had the first lockdown in the pandemic, many people could not leave their front door. And the charity that really stuck out was the Don's Local Action Group. Because I remember when they started to collect food to deliver, they not only go during the daytime, but at nights. Sometimes 1 o'clock at night, they were there delivering at people's door. And that helped us to survive. Another one is the Jimmy Hasher Foundation. Jimmy Hasher Foundation, they are a group of young men who went through very difficult times in their life. And they decided, well, we're going to make a change like we're all doing right now. And not only make a change for ourselves, but for young people. And they started work with children from the prison, different places, and now they expand out into Africa, Jamaica, India. So ladies and gentlemen, whatever you do, let we do it together. Thank you.
Thank you. After that exciting speeches, now to the numbers, which are even more exciting. Those of you who were here last year remember that I stood up and I said it's my last time as treasurer, and yet here I am still. It's the power of Jigsaw to keep you engaged. But this will be my last year, and it's been a fantastic privilege. My fellow trustees, there's sort of a changing of the guard happening in the trustee group, new trustees coming on. And I'd just like to say, I know we're searching for new trustees, and Mary's not a harsh leader, don't worry, she's very nice. But if you have time to give and you'd like to be involved and you'd like to learn more a bit about being a trustee and what it entails and give it a go, age, no barrier, race, colour, creed, belief, all welcome. So just on the numbers then, because I do have to do that bit. So income was static last year, at just over £1 million. It's been around that level for the last 3 or 4 years. When I joined as a trustee, Jigsaw was about 700,000 a year turnover, so it's grown really dramatically, and that's a great credit to the team, to Stephen, and all the fundraising that's done. And I know that in my professional life, winning contracts with charities and working with commissioners is not always easy. It's a very competitive landscape. And the team do brilliant work at winning that work and making sure that they're delivering quality services and making sure that it pays its way as well. So that's fantastic. expenditure was up last year by about 12%, but we've made a bit of a surplus, well, quite a big surplus actually, in the COVID year, so we were really just getting back on balance. The reserves position is strong. I know everyone's sort of concerned about what's going on in the economy at the moment, recession and inflation. The charity's target is to have just over 3 months of reserves in cash, and that's basically where we are now. We also put aside some money a couple of years ago to make sure we had the reserves available to keep services going if there was any unforeseen contractual issues or government had to cut back because of the pandemic. Those funds weren't actually called upon, so they're still sitting there, but we decided not to unfreeze them just because of what I've said about everyone knows what's going on in the economy and whoever is the Chancellor today. We've also been working on sort of improving the controls in the charity, so controlling how much money we get. We brought on a new accountant who's worked with us to improve how we measure and track the money that we do. All good professional stuff that makes the charity in the back work as well as it can for those who are in the front line. So in the future, next year, obviously the obvious risks are things like the inflation rate, charities aren't immune to those, pressure on the team from greater demand. If the country does enter in a recession, there's going to be more requirement for what Jigsaw does. And also, who knows, it might be another phase of austerity. And the charity raises the bulk of its funds from government contracts or local authority contracts, so who knows what pressure they might be brought to by changes in government policy. So I'd like to say thank you very much for putting up with me for 9 years. It's been great, and I would re-emphasise, please do have a chat to Mary or any of the other trustees who are here in the front row about what it's like to work right at the heart of this fantastic charity.
Thank you, James. It's been a pleasure to see the financial stability that's come to Jigsaw4u's since James has been treasurer, and certainly for me as my first director role, having someone like James behind the scenes to support me if I had any questions has been invaluable. So thank you. Good. Well, thank you all for joining us today for this extra special AGM, Jigsaw4u's 25th anniversary year. Jigsaw4u has a well-deserved excellent reputation built since 1997 by good governance practiced by skilled and dedicated staff. From staff to volunteers and trustees, Jigsaw4u help children, young people and families put the pieces back together. We focus on providing the services our communities need and want, combined with a sustainable approach to offer stability to the individuals who rely on us. Our ethos is to provide an outstanding service to children, young people and families, and ensure they have the voices heard in the decisions which affect their lives. Our core services include pre and post bereavement, homeschool links, missing young people, advocacy, independent visiting, young victims of crime, parenting programs, domestic violence support, tenancy support for care leavers, prisoners' families and positive activities. The list gets longer every year. Jigsaw4u has diverse funding streams, including Merton and Sutton local authorities and various grant-giving trusts and foundations. We've continued to benefit from a range of incredible volunteers and supporters over the past year, some of which you'll hear more about soon. We've been extra proud to support children, young people and families in South West London between 2021 and 2022 as the community moved forward following the pandemic. I won't repeat all the stats because Mary's read them already, but last year we supported over 7,000 individuals and delivered 12,801 direct one-to-one sessions, as well as using 121 trained and DBS check volunteers who contributed 5,515 hours of their own time to support our services. All of this is possible through our incredible staff team, who is an honour and pleasure to work alongside. Many of the team are here today. Please can we give them a quick round of applause. I'd also like to thank all of the Jigsaw4u trustees and volunteers for making this special organisation what it is, and recognise all of our brave and unique service users for providing us with the inspiration to continue to do what we do. So with that, we move on to our annual Special Recognition Awards. I can see two of the recipients on here, so we'll dodge them. And beginning with the Supporter Awards and our Supporter of the Year. In January 2022, we did not believe our... Oh no, sorry. That's the two that aren't here. Okay, in December 2019, this person contacted Jigsaw4u to discuss fundraising for us. He represented Mitcham Golf Club and had events planned throughout 2020 that would raise vital funds, but unfortunately the pandemic struck and many of the events were cancelled. One event that managed to go ahead was the Captain's Prize Day in August 2020, which I attended and was able to meet members and thank them for their support. This person also ensured that their donation was match funded by Barclays Bank. Because of the disruption caused to their planned fundraising events in 2020, this person wanted to continue to support Jigsaw4u. Unfortunately, the restrictions lingered on in the early part of 2021, as we all know, but despite the uncertain outlook, the club were able to hold 3 events: the Captain's Prize Day in July, the Senior Open in August, and a dinner and dance in November. We were honoured that in 2022 the club wanted to support us yet again, and in August they held the Mitcham Open. To date, these events have raised £10,274 and are still going until the end of the year. In recognition of this amazing support and resilience, we'd like to name Roger Stevenson as 2022 Supporter of the Year.
Good afternoon still, ladies and gentlemen and Lady Mirrors. My name is Roger Stevenson, as been pointed out, and I'm delighted to attend your AGM and congratulations on your 25th anniversary. Jigsaw first came into our family lives after the tragic death of my son in 1990. I took care of my grandson Luke, who was only 9 at the time, with bereavement, counselling and support. 2 years ago, again Jigsaw helped my granddaughter, Grace, with her anxiety regarding starting senior school, where no one knew her. Both times, Jigsaw helped in ways we, the family, as a family, could not. It was my position to raise funds in my lodge in Sutton from 2016 to 2018 as charity steward through ladies' nights, raffles, etc. When I had the privilege to be captain of the Mitcham Golf Club in 2020 and 21, I again saw the opportunity made Jigsaw4u captain charity for this period, and we raised funds through charity golf days, captain's dinner dance, captain's bunkers, and raffles and seniors open and ladies events. This year our captain Drew has continued this support. Unfortunately, I cannot promise that Mitcham Golf Club will continue to support Jigsaw, as it is down to the next year's captain. But you will always have my full support when I can. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Roger, and on to our volunteer awards. This volunteer has been an amazing source of support and stepped in after a service user's volunteer was taking a break for a number of months. This service user's children are on child protection plans and there is currently legal proceedings in place. This volunteer attends statutory meeting and helps the service user manage her children who are exhibiting parent-to-child violence. The service user will be attending a Jigsaw4u parenting programme to help her manage this. However, she has learning difficulties and can find processing information difficult. The volunteer will be attending the course with her to ensure that she understands what is being taught and then to follow up after the sessions. The volunteer really has been a blessing for this service user and has been interacting and advocating for her with social care. The social worker has said, "I think she is brilliant and it's great that she has a background in education." She's taken a well-deserved break, so cannot be here today, but please could we recognise and give a round of applause for Chris Budge. We'll do both together. And again, despite being relatively new, another volunteer has helped facilitate a week-long school holiday drama club for Jigsaw4u children and has supported a mother with no recourse to public funds. She has made a huge commitment to help this service user, including emotional well-being, helping her access food and financial support, and generally being the mother figure this lady does not have in the UK. The reason she cannot be here to accept her award today is that she's in court supporting her service user. So again, please could we give a clap and recognise Grania for her thanks. And Liz and Tina, can we come and collect their awards for them? This final volunteer trained as a Helping Hands volunteer in 2021 and has gone above and beyond in helping people who have experienced domestic abuse. Although English is not her first language, she has persevered with Jigsaw4u's online training package and has worked with 3 families, including 2 at the same time. She has collected families to make sure they can attend our positive activity events and help support their families by introducing them to her own children. Despite still learning English, she is always there when we need help and always with a smile on her face. She tries so hard and nothing is too much for her. Significantly, this volunteer has not only helped Jigsaw4u as a translator, but also our local partners, meaning that non-English speaking families can access vital support. We are grateful that she can join us today and that I can present our 2022 Star Volunteer Award to Lena Alzubi.
Thank you for Jigsaw. I have the privilege to attend this gathering. Thank you for Jigsaw for everything. I'm thankful about that. Thank you.
And finally, our 2022 Star Young Person Award. This young person has received support from Jigsaw4u on and off for over 10 years, starting with us at primary school and coming back again at secondary school. When we first met her, she was facing some very difficult life challenges, and our team helped create a space for her to explore her thoughts and feelings. In her time with us, she's been supported by 5 different Jigsaw4u staff members, and each of them has been equally taken by her warm and caring personality. Her most recent Jigsaw4u worker has been impressed by her energy, her ability to work through and manage very difficult situations in a highly emotionally intelligent way. She has faced so many tough obstacles in her life and has grown through them incredibly well. She's a talented artist with a passion to succeed and make a difference. Despite her challenges, she is a bright and positive young person who tries to see others' point of view and always works hard to become a better version of herself. She has excelled at Rains Park High School and was named Deputy Head Girl this year. She is helpful and polite, but also able to speak up for herself and others, and can hold a good, strong debate on anything she is passionate about. She's a key member of Jigsaw4u's Young People's Panel, and her contribution has been of great value to us as an organisation, recently helping advise us on our office design, new logo and values statement. She also travelled to central London to represent the Young People's Panel at our 25th anniversary celebration in May. She's been a joy to work with, and over the years we have seen her grow into the confident young person she is today. We believe she has a bright and successful future ahead of her, and will continue to succeed in whatever she focuses on. Her most recent Jigsaw4u worker says, "I've absolutely loved working with her. She is an incredible young person." And with that, I'm delighted to present Jigsaw4u's 2022 Star Young Person Award to Sumitra St. Albin McCarran.
I don't do speeches, and I'm very nervous, and like surprisingly, I don't know if I'm going to get nominated for anything, so thank you so much. Like Steve said, I've gone through a lot, but Jigsaw has been here for me, and it's been a long time, but I know that even when I leave, and even though this journey is over, I still have a family that I can always get back to. I think that Jigsaw is one of like the many charities, but my main charity that just supports you whenever you need it. And yeah, they're like my family. I'm growing up with them, and I just want to say thank you. And yeah.
I can all see what a star she is if you didn't know already. Right, and with that we'll close this year's AGM, and thank you again for joining us. We've got the space for another half hour or an hour, so please network and have another drink, and thank you all again for coming.